I hope all is awesome and you're having a beautiful, blessed day. Today, I want to hang out with you a little bit and share with you the answers to the two questions that I got asked a couple weeks ago when I asked you guys to ask me questions. I only got two questions, and one was, how did I become disabled? And two was that the person who asked the question knew that I love theater and that I'm a theater geek, but he wanted to know what TV shows, if any, that I loved. And so I do have the answers to those questions. So let's take the first one. How did I become disabled? Well, I was born prematurely, 11 weeks early, with cerebral palsy. And because of my premature birth, I developed a condition which was called hydrocephalus. It was caused by a brain hemorrhage that I had when I was very new. I had it in the first couple days or maybe hours of being born. And that's what led to my first operation. And the cerebral palsy came in the form of a diagnosis when I was 1. But I have learned for myself, I can't speak for anybody else, I have learned for myself that I do not like calling it a disability, because I do not believe that I am considered disabled every single day of my life. There are days where I have good days and where I have bad days. So on the days that I do have bad days, I do not have fully bad days. I just have, I guess you could call them disabled moments. But on the topic of that as well, I met a friend in college. Her name was Noelle Williams, and she really shaped how I see myself, and we really shared a lot of the same mentality in terms of how we believe that we were created and what the term disability means and what it could actually apply to. We both believe, well, she has passed on now, but we both had believed that disability should only apply to something that cannot actually move. A car that is broken down, anything that has broken down should be considered disabled. But if you are a person who can breathe, who can think, and who can love, maybe you can't do those things 100% perfectly, to the point where somebody would call them normal, then that's okay. But at least you could do those things. Then you have ability to do all those things. So I have really kind of struggled in my own mind whether I should call it a disability or not. I could honestly say 100%, even though it's been probably the equivalent of 3 days, including yesterday, that I feel less disabled when I'm using my wheelchair, because of the fact that, as I have said recently, very, very recently, in one of my videos, that I can do more things when I'm in my chair versus when I'm just using my walker. Because when I'm using my walker, I have less balance, and I really have to keep one hand on my walker and reach for whatever I'm reaching for with my right hand. So I have come to believe, even though it, like I said, it's only a matter of days, that God has given me these tools for a reason. So that's that answer to that question. And question number 2 was, what TV shows, if any, do I love? I love a lot of TV shows. I love The Good Doctor. That comes on Monday night at 10 o'clock. And I have been watching The Good Doctor since episode 1 in season 1 in 2017. And I love that show. I really think that Freddie Highmore does a good job on it. There can be a little bit of an issue stated, but I'm not going to go into that issue right now. But I bet you if you watch the show, you'll know what the issue is. Excuse me. And then I also love a show that recently ended, a Tyler Perry show called Haves and Have-Nots. And I follow I was going to say very many, but I follow most of the cast members of that show on Instagram. So go find them and go cheer them on. The cast members that I particularly follow are Renee Lawless, who played Catherine Cryer on the show. She was one of the matriarchs on the show. And I also follow Angela Robinson, who played Veronica Harrington. She was... Oh, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. She was a witch. But she was a very, very bad character, but she was very good at what she does. And I honestly, you guys, you have to get to know that separation between TV character and real life person, because if you follow both of these ladies on social media, their characters are just their life characters. Their character of their personality in their real life is something that is just so God honoring and so on fire for who God is and who they believe they are in Christ. And Angela Robinson really uplifts a lot of upcoming artists. It doesn't matter if you're an actor, a singer, or a dancer. She really tries to find those people and lift them up. And I believe she has done a few lives. Most of them were, I think, on Friday. Yeah, they were on Friday. Most of those were on Friday, but I have not seen her post in a while to her live. And Renee Lawless also does pretty much a lot of lives, but not very. She posts a lot on IGTV, and she posts a lot in her feed, but you can catch a live every once in a while. And so that is one show that I love from Tyler Perry. Another show that I love on the OWN network is called Queen Sugar. Queen Sugar is all about a family who runs a sugar farm. And it follows that family, the Borderlones, and it's a really awesome depiction of what a tight family should be. And so those are two that I love on OWN. And as far as channel 4 goes, I do watch a lot of TV. As far as channel 4 goes, which is NBC here in LA, I love the Chicago's. So Chicago Wednesdays, it's called. And it has Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, and Chicago PD. And so my mom and I, we record that because Wednesday night is our Bible study night. So that's about it. But if you guys have any more questions, you could please list them below, or I will make it easier for you and I will put a question and answer tab on my Instagram right now, a sticker. And you can ask me questions throughout the week and I will do another one of these lives. And by the way, I'm simultaneously podcasting this. So both things will go out at the same time and be all over my social media, not just on IGTV. I will talk to you guys later. I love you, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.